Hello student, I hope you would all be fine. Today we are going to discuss about a novel, A Passage to India by E.M. Forster. It was written between 1912 to 1924 and published in 1924. It is history as well as psychological fiction. It represents realism. Its setting was Chandrapur, India, and the novel started in early 20th century, and the time was when India under the colonization of Britishers. So come to the plot summary of A Passage to India. Our first character is Dr. Aziz, a young Indian person discussing about the friendship of an Indian and English fellow with his friend, and he had the opinion that some English people are good whereas some are rude. Here two other characters, Miss Adela Costet and Mrs. Moore. These both came from England to India for travelling. They both are eager to travel to various places. They have decided in a club to see the real India by traveling. Mrs. Moore met with Dr. Aziz in a local mosque and they both befriended each other. Here another character, Mr. Turton, a collector at that place, arranged a party in a club and invited some Indians also, so that Adela and Mrs. Moore could meet with Indians because they came from England. Here another character, Cyril Fielding, a local college principal, was also there and invited Adela and Mrs. Moore for tea, and Adela requested to invite Dr. Aziz also. As a result, Aziz and Fielding became good friends. Here, a professor in Cyril's college named Godbole, a Hindu born person, these all the characters were taking tea in a party in an enjoying mood until Ronnie came. Ronnie was the son of Mrs. Moore and the future husband of Adela. He is not good with Indians. As a result, Adela decided not to marry with Ronnie. Dr. Aziz proposed a visit to a beautiful place of Malabar caves. When the decided day came, Cyril Fielding and Professor Godbole missed their train, and Dr. Aziz went along with Adela and Mrs. Moore to Malabar caves. They enjoyed a lot and visited various caves. Soon Mrs. Moore felt breathing problem because of congested place. Therefore, Aziz and Adela and their guide moved to the next caves. When they were visiting the caves, Adela thought of not loving Ronnie, and then she asked from Aziz about his marriage, and asked if he had more than one wife. As a result, Aziz felt offended. He went to another cave for being recovered, and when came back and saw Adela was not there, and her telescope was also found there in a broken form, and noticed Adela was in the bottom of the hills. Now Fielding also came there, and Adela hired the car to reach Chandrapur as soon as possible. All other participants came back via traveling through train. Aziz was arrested at railway station and having the charge of bad behavior with Adela. Fielding thought about the innocence of his friend Aziz, and he was trying to defend him. Now the situation is strange that Englishman was against his English people. Mrs. Moore was also thinking same to her. Is was also thinking same. So her son Ronnie decided to go back here to England. Aziz faced a harsh trial. When asked from Adela, she confessed about him not attacking her in the caves. Aziz now kept free out of all charges, and Indians became happy now because Dr. Aziz was now free of all charges. And Ronnie got ended his engagement with Adela. Fielding supported Adela until the arrangement of her going back to England again. So Aziz thought about the betrayal of Fielding because Fielding knew better that what Adela had done to Aziz. Fielding went to England accompanied with Adela, and Aziz thought that Fielding would marry Adela after reaching England. After 2 years, Aziz lived in an area named Mao, a Hindu area. Now, Dr. Aziz was anti British and patriotic, and now he wanted independence from the Britishers and was sure about the marriage of Adela and Fielding. But situation was not like so. Fielding again came back to India with his wife, naming Stella Moore and brother-in-law Rolf Moore. Aziz met them and surprised to see that Fielding married to Stella Moore, sister of Ronnie, instead of Adela. When everything became clear, Aziz and Fielding went for final right, and Aziz propagated that when India became independent from the English, then Aziz and Fielding became good and truthful friends. Fielding asked why they couldn't be friends now when they both wanted to be, but the sky and the earth seemed to say, no, not yet, no, not there. This is the story plot summary of A Passage to India. Please, if you have any question, then do ask me in comment box. Thank you.